I am excited for this. Ah, it'd be a shame for you not to interview. Hi, Marie. Did you do any studying, buddy? I'm pretty sure I found some things that you may not know about or would stump you. Oh my goodness. Can't say it was busy, but at the same time it was. Busy doing nothing, but it's crazy. I go to the park, my favorite park, and it's about an hour and 20 minutes round trip alone, but walking the trails, it takes me about 2.5 hours. It's according to how many trails I take. Today, it took me 2 hours and 18 minutes just to walk the trails. It never seems like it takes me that long either, but it does. I had to hurry up and get something up this morning. I had like 2 days. It is good exercise. I had like 2 days in doing the shout out videos, so that was the first thing that popped up this morning was that. But I am still yet to get my journey vlog out. I have got to do the editing, the cuts, the splices, the plus I've got to do the finish on it. So that's going to be after. There's just no more time in the day, seriously. I was talking to God about that. And I told him, I said, I appreciate being busy, Father, but now it's like I can't get the videos out that I'd like to. I mean, either I cut out live streaming or I cut out walking, but I'd like to be able to do both. And I would go to the park that's closer, that's got really good trails to walk on. I mean, the trails have got a lot of good resistance, but I don't feel comfortable at those trails. There's so much supernatural stuff there. It's uncomfortable. It's almost like Satan dwells there or something. It's just freaks me out. I don't like it. And I'm not easily freaked out, but I don't like it there. The trails are wonderful though. They really work you. They work. So after the live stream, I've got to put up my journey vlog. And then tomorrow morning, maybe I can shove in doing a cosmetic comparison, plus a shout out, plus get exercise in. Oh, and Mark already told me that they're not going to be able to make it because of church. So we won't have Nikki or Mark. I kind of figured they wouldn't make it today anyway. Hopefully the rest of the crew will get in though. That way we can have some fun on this. I got quite a few questions up here. I'm so glad that this doesn't focus good. It means you can't see the questions or the answers. Ah, I know. Then I'd only be challenging you two. Oh wow. Yeah. Well, at least you can walk. I know it's minimal, but at least you can. Hey D-Mac. Oh, you changed your profile pic. That's cool. Absolutely, Marie. Absolutely. Yeah, I keep forgetting to call him David. But if my good Aussie friend David Bracken comes on, I'm going to be calling him D-Mac. That way there's no confusion. Hey, Terry. I just want to tell you I love you, woman. I love you very much. We all need to get to Pasadena and give this woman a great big old hug, guys. She needs a great big old hug. Man, I've been there so many times, just absolutely needing hugs. Needing hugs and not get any, you know? Yeah. I'm really hoping that I've got Dylan stumped on this. As I was looking up questionnaires, I was thinking, does he know this? Does he know that? Do I have him here? Did you notice he changed his profile pic, Terry? You can see his face a little better. Yeah, I know. I know you was talking to David, but I'm talking to you, asking if you notice he changed his profile pic. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. I got your link out on my shout out today, buddy. So hopefully you'll get some really good traffic come in. Oh, it'll change that in time. It'll change that in time. He really isn't a bad looking man. He really isn't. I see you with like a grayish background and a red shirt. It really a good profile pic. It really is. It's very good. Great avatar. The other one was a good avatar too, but this one's really nice. He makes a great addition to the chat, and I'm so glad that you two have found a good kinship with each other. That's awesome. I'm not telling you what kind of questions I've got, Dylan. Not until I ask the questions, so you'll just have to keep on wondering what do I have here on this paper. And we'll see. Okay, Terry. Can't let you have all the fun, Dylan, buddy. There's got to be. I'll tell you what would really be bad is that nobody gets any of these. That would really be bad. I think I will use the point system tonight just to see how many can guess it. For everybody, seriously. Wasn't too many people who knew about the Christian songs yesterday. I thought that would have been like everybody right on it. But like I said, I know the songs, or at least I know I hear them, but I couldn't tell you all the artists. I can name artists, but I can't tell you who sings what. I really don't want to get started here, though, until we've got more in. Yeah, I'm not into discovering them. I just like to listen to the music and get into the spirit of God. I can only name a few songs who sung them. Yeah, seriously. I mean, they knew that we was going to be doing car trivia. I gave the notice this morning, and it's on the title. Glad to see you back, Marie. That's true, Dylan. That's true. That would be hurtful. Well, sometimes just chatting is good. Sometimes it's good just to chat. Sometimes that's all that ends up happening is a chat. You try to play a game and you end up into so much of a conversation you can't. You can't do a game. It was still a very good live stream. A very good live stream. You know, it was funny. I managed to watch Terry and Southern Sweet Joy last night before I went to bed. And Joy actually had the same amount of subscribers as I had yesterday. Me and her both at 429. I bet she's got way more than me now. But that's okay. We can't hear you smacking your lips and crunching the crackers, so you're fine. Oh, seriously, don't be surprised, Terry. Do not be surprised. You are a greatly blessed woman. You watch and see. They'll work out really good for David there. They'll work out really good for David. And that gives us more time to talk as well. Well, that solves that. I won't go walking tomorrow. That way I can definitely make it. Besides, that will give me time to be able to do a few videos that I'm wanting to tomorrow. So yeah, I won't go walking tomorrow. You're welcome. I think you typed and sent the same time that I said. Folks, seriously, is this all that wants to do the card trivia? I don't think you will. I've got blonde moments too, and I don't have any blonde in my hair. Oh, we'll give until 20 minutes in. If nobody else comes in, we'll start. Yeah, that's another video that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to kind of scold a few people, but in a loving manner. I was going to do that today. Didn't get to do anything that I wanted to today, but I need every one of my crew in here. I don't want nobody quarreling. I do. What kind of crackers you eating? Or saltines or cheese or what? The only crackers I don't like is the cheese and peanut butter. Yeah, just don't pay any attention to your sub count. Don't pay any attention to it. The kind made from flour, okay. um, you know, it's pretty cool that we had a newcomer come in from Scotland. Wondering Keeblers, okay. Wondering Habas or Matt. It was wonderful having him come in. A great brother in Christ, respectable. Ritz crackers with cheese is good. Yeah, that's how that goes though, Terry. Some people they're a smash overnight, and others it takes a few years for them to really get out there. But anyway, with the quarreling that went on between Ian and Mitch, ended up losing Matt, and he said he doesn't like being in chats where there's quarreling, and I can agree with that. I can understand that, you know. I want to attract more people into the chat, and it's not going to happen if there's bickering among people. So, no, it doesn't. It definitely doesn't. And that's definitely a good way to look at it, David. She's going to brave the ocean. Yay. Um, the one that now goes by Ninja Princess and Keto, Melanie Hind. That's true because people also likes a lot of hate and drama and nasties. It doesn't help anybody's anxiety though, really, Terry, if you think about it. I'm trying to keep everybody at peace, and because there's a delay on some people, then like they don't get the message and they keep typing in after I think that the matter's cleared, and hmm. Yeah, but I'm agreeing with David. How do you have 1,300 and no content? I mean, I know that there's people who's got subscriptions that doesn't do content. They just do playlists. But wow. But anyway, Melanie Hine had been a YouTuber for over 3 years and stayed at around 300. She stayed at around 300 for over 3 years. And then just around the beginning of this year, she finally started to seriously flourish. Well, at the end of last year, she started to flourish, and by the new year, she finally reached 1,000. But it took over 3 years for her to even start to gain momentum. But then on the other hand, Chris from Taking Down Fat with C-Dub has only been doing YouTube for half of this year. And when I first met him, he only had like 224 subs or so. And he is like at 2,000 subs now. It took a while for me to even see 100. But see, It is crazy. It is crazy, David. But the one thing I know for fact, the reason why that Chris from C-Dub is making it so good is because he's a success story, and people wants to have success like that. He lost 125 pounds with Romad, and he's giving his tips and advice, and people wants that. They want to be able to lose weight successfully and easily, and so they're sucking that up. Right, he's throwing out there, they're sucking up. So that's one thing. But for people like us that just throws any kind of content out there for entertainment and whatnot, it's a little harder. No, I think by now you would have at least reached 100. I really do, Terry. I really believe that. I think by now you would have reached 100. The one thing though about me and Melanie Hind, we're sharing our weight loss journey. So we don't have any real success other than people just watching us. And therefore that's not so much a want. What really shot Melanie Hind out of the water was her starting to do keto, and people hooked on keto like no end of tomorrow. No, you're not, Terry. You're most definitely not. And you do a great job of making us laugh. Me too. Well, if you could split them up, you can give some to David and give some to Dylan and give some to Terry and give just a little bit to me, just a little bit to me. I don't want as much. Just give everybody else here. Just give me 5 of them. I'll just take 5. You split the rest up with the rest of them. And they'll still leave you a few subs. There you go. Folks, I said 20 minutes in, and there's still just the 4 of you. So, wouldn't it be sweet if you could? But you know what? If you know any of those people that subscribe to you, I know how that you can give them away. If you know any of them that subscribe to you, lead them our way. Tell them about us. Leave links for us or something. Just lead them over to us somehow. All right, folks, it's actually been closer to 30 minutes in. Well, that's what I've been trying to do anyway, David. I mean, I'm putting people out there. I'm throwing all of yins out there, so some people throw yours back at us, huh? Yeah, I know. I would think that people would come on for this. This is crazy. So let's go on ahead and get fun and get started. You know what? Just means more fun for the rest of you, right? Like I said, I know that Mark and Nikki won't make it because of church. So we're going ahead and get started. First question. What year was the first gasoline car made? What year was the first gasoline car made? You do very good about it, Terry. David is actually the closest. Now, there was steam-powered cars in the 1700s, but the first gasoline car, David came the closest. It's actually 1886 by Carl Benz. He made the Benz motor wagon. Yeah, Mama did. Mama watched your channel, Dylan, and she gave you 3 thumbs up. She had to borrow Terry's thumb. Yeah, it was 1886, Terry. Yeah, it was in 1886. Carl Benz made the Benz motor wagon. That's cool, huh? And that was the first gasoline car. Okay, the second one. What year was the turn signals added on? What year was the turn signals added on? You guys are pretty close. It was actually 1939. It is actually 1939. You missed it, Dylan, by 10 years. Buick was the first company to add turn signals in 1939. Tell you what, so far things are hitting close. You're not hitting right on it, but you're hitting close. When was the first Model T made? When was the first Model T made? You don't use yours? Yins are a little off. The first Model T was made in 1906. The very first one, 1906. When did heated seats come out? When did the heated seats come out? Hmm, interesting. You're very close, Terry. In 1966, the first heated seats was installed. Very close, Terry. What year was the first passenger airbag? What year was the first passenger airbag? Yeah, you was close with 1961. Oh, we've got 66, 71, and 82. And Dylan says 54. DMAC, you're the closest. It was in 1973 by Oldsmobile. Oldsmobile installed the first passenger airbag in 1973. What year was the diesel engine invented? What year was the diesel engine invented? Well, we wasn't poor. Mom kept the bills paid and food on the table, but we didn't have luxury either. Whoa, Terry. Girl, run year. It was in 1882. You missed it by 1 year. Oh. How many cars are in the Smithsonian Museum? How many cars are in the Smithsonian Museum? I know how that is. Dylan says 7. Terry says 11. David says 16. Marie? Oh, is it? Hey, Grandpa. You're mine. You're my Grandpa. And Marie says 21. So, Grandpa, the question is, how many cars are in the Smithsonian Museum? Lots. That's a good answer. Grandpa's the closest, believe it or not. There's 80 full-size cars in the Smithsonian. 80 full-size. What year was the Packard Phaeton? What year was the Packard Phaeton? It's Phaeton. The Packard Phaeton. That would be a cool place to visit. I would love to go to the Smithsonian. 1965. What year was the Packard Phaeton? Phaeton. 1963. 1948. What year was the Packard Phaeton? Phaeton. I don't even know that I'm pronouncing it right. Is a Packard. $1967. $1955. Actually, it was in 1932. The Packard Phaeton was in 1932. A Volkswagen Phaeton. It was really expensive, huh? What year was the Model T Coupe? What year was the Model T Coupe? $1932. $1914, 1908, 1927, and 32. Well, Marie, you're the closest. It was 1924. 1924 was the year for the Model T Coupe. Now we might be getting into questions that Dylan can get. Maybe. What year was the first Buick made? What year was the first Buick made? Yeah, but they was talking about the coupe. Not just the Model T itself, but the Model T coupe. They had actually showed a picture of the Model T coupe in the Smithsonian, and that's what I got the year from. So, shame I can't show visuals. Visuals, that would help. So what year was the first Buick made? 1945, 1952, 1921, 1937. And 1982. Are you sure that's the year that you want, David? 1982, the first year the Buick was made? Oh, okay, just a guess. Originally, it was made in 1899. I bet it was beautiful. Originally, the first Buick was made in 1899. Yeah. That was a long time ago, seriously. When was the first Oldsmobile made? You know, I didn't even bring my water in here. Oh well. 1923, 1917, 1266 BC. Yeah, you want to make sure of that one. 1899, 1889. Hello, Anthony. Got your Wi-Fi to work, huh? Okay. Let's see. We was asking about the Oldsmobile. The first Oldsmobile was made in 1902. Yep, our gunslinger. So the first Oldsmobile was made in 1902. When was the first Chevrolet made? When was the first Chevrolet made? 1922, 1998. Dylan, you want to retract? 1909, 1956, 1911. David! Wow, we got a point on the board. Oh, you meant 1898. Okay. David got it anyway. He got it point blank, 1911. Yes, there's actually a point on the board. Yoo-hoo! I get to brag about that tomorrow. Somebody got a point. When was the first Pontiac made? When was the first Pontiac made? 1921, 1918, 1926, In the 1900s. That simplifies it. 1923. No, believe it or not, it was 1893. 1893, and it was made as a buggy. The first Pontiac was a buggy in 1893. Those are interesting years for your grandparents, Terry. Now, maybe this is something that Dylan can get. When was the first Thunderbird made? When was the first Thunderbird made? I think one of my grandmothers was born in 1917. You want to point anyway? 1934, 1955. So we've got 54, 34, 55, 56, skirting all around it there. Come on, Grandpa, answer correctly so I can give you one. Your tea's about ready, Terry. $1954. Wow, we have got some really close ones. You're going to have to make yourself some tea with honey and just think of David. So, all of yous was so close, but Marie got it right on the nose. 1955. The first Thunderbird was made in 1955. So Marie gets a point. And the very last question. Come on, Dylan, get a point on the board, buddy. What year was the first Firebird built? What year was the first Firebird built? Yeah, but you came so close on a lot of them, Terry. 72, 67, 72, 52, 69, 76. Well, I think Marie likes her birds. You like a game where everybody sucks? Marie got that one again. It was 1967. That gives Marie 2 points, and she beat everybody by 2. She beat everybody by 1 because David got 1. So She's up on 2. The question was what year the first Firebird was made. Oh! Well, then it's hubby that's got the points, isn't it? Wow. Hey, yeah, I've got to add that. Marie's hubby got the answers right. Wow. Oh my gosh. Well, that definitely spiked it up a bit, didn't it now? It's okay, Marie. I kind of figured everybody Googles the answers anyway. I hope you're enjoying that, Anthony. No, it's okay, Marie. It's okay, seriously. Like I said, on a lot of the trivia, I wonder how many's Googling the answer. Seriously. And I don't care. I don't care if you answer through Google or if you answer because you really know. I don't Google either. Well, that was still good. That was still good. You know what? Your secret's safe with me, Marie. I will not tell the people tomorrow in the shout out that you cheated. 5 points for honesty, yes. Oh, shucks. You need to ask Luna if she knew any of those answers, Grandpa. Wow. As a change of event, tomorrow is, I think what's on the list is either movies or famous couples. I hope not. I would rather her be licking your face pitying you. Hubby felt bad for you. He wanted you to get something there. You need to see if you could get your dad to come on these chats when we do these trivias, Dylan. I'd say he'd be able to answer a lot of them. And it's a shame that Savannah missed it. You need to see if you can get him to come onto the chat. He'd get a shout out too, even if he is just dad. I'd give him a shout out too. It'd be interesting to see what he could answer. I think he does pretty good on yours. He really hit it with the movies, didn't he? He done great with the movies. Everybody needs an encyclopedia like Marie's hubby. But yeah, I think tomorrow night is famous couples. So I got to make sure to get that homework done tonight for tomorrow. I seriously would have thought that people would have come in for this. I thought the Cars trivia was going to be a big bang, like everybody. Oh, wow. Interesting. Well, there's one way that you can do more car trivia, Dylan. Read everything in the car books. Hopefully we'll have better luck for the trivia tomorrow. You think so? You know what? That's a good idea. That's a good idea. That's a very good idea, though. Name the horses and what years they won. That would be interesting. That would be interesting. I would remember to write that down. I didn't bring the paper in here to write it on. No, Terry, I know you don't. I'm looking where you got a whole lot of points. Hmm. We didn't do that many trivias. Wow. You was answering them good yesterday. I didn't put any points down yesterday. I didn't put any points down yesterday. Oh, now that's a cute play on words, Anthony. We love you too, buddy. I should have wrote the points down yesterday because you really did do good yesterday, Terry. You really did. Uh-huh. Yep. You did two yesterday. You got two of them yesterday. You're welcome. Apparently the Cars isn't everybody's cup of tea. So that made it a true challenge. It really did. What would have really been bad is if Dylan would have answered every one of them. If Dylan would have got every one of them and nobody got any, that would have been bad. So it was a good challenge. Make sure I've got everything here. Well, we already finished the questions, Marie. We're done. Hey, Mom. Exactly. No, this is all in fun. I mean, there's no rewards for it other than just finding new things out. I mean, you find interesting facts, and it's fun to challenge yourself. But I'm glad that I managed to find questions that was a challenge to everybody. That way, Dylan didn't get all the answers. I couldn't let him get away with race cars. I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. So, but now if I was putting Amazon cards on it or gift cards or something, yeah. If I said that there was going to be 5 rewards, this stream would be loaded. Oh, we're keeping you busy, Terry. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the way I see it, I've got very smart people in the chat, including Terry. It's where Terry said that she stinks at everything here. Yep, hubby helped Marie but Marie won, or should I say Marie's hubby won. I had some interesting questions there, and quite frankly, when I was writing the questions down, I was very fascinated with the answers. Yeah, Roger run. No, I might one of these times invest in gift cards and give out. um, in the meantime, the trivia questions will be just for fun, but I might one of these times. Oh, he didn't. Oh, well, in that case, huh, was it helping you so much after all, was he? Every one of them. Every single one of them. Terry and all, every one of them. Well, it doesn't matter anyway. Like I said, even if somebody Googles the answer, Mom's able to answer a lot of questions because she watches a lot of Jeopardy. So if somebody Googles the answer, or if they watch tons of Jeopardy, or if somebody's in the background telling them the answer, or You're okay, Terry. You're all right. We did. All right, Terry. Love you. Found out some very interesting things, didn't we? I think the most interesting thing of all is when I found out when the turn signals was added and when heated seats came out. Those was the two most interesting things. Yeah. I mean, the only rules that I said was that there isn't any point system like first answer, first point. That's the only rule that I've got because everybody is on a different time frame. So therefore the answers don't come in the order that they come in. So that's the only rule there is. Other than that, answer to the best of your ability. And if you find help, still cool because we're finding out something. You got them up there in the attic studying, don't you? Your aliens didn't come in for the trivia in time. So, out of the questions, what was most interesting to you? What was the most interesting fact that you found? Good night, David. Oh, the turn signals. Yeah, I thought that was interesting. I mean, I would have thought that the turn signals had been on the majority of the time. I didn't realize it was so late. Yeah, I thought those was new, really new. I was also going to ask the question, when was the first keyless ignition installed, but I decided not to. That your hubby knew what he was talking about. I want to go to the Smithsonian. Ah, ha, 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 ha. You thought your hubby knew? um, it's possible. She's emotional today, very emotional today. I'll check on her later on. Me and her's got Messenger together now, so I'll check on her later on for you, David. And as far as my brother goes, now that explains why he treated me the way he did. No, no, it wasn't you, Marie. That's right, you've got her email too. She's really emotional right now, Dylan. Yeah, check out her last video that she posted today. You'll understand a little bit what she's going through right now. I don't know if her feelings was hurt or she seriously had to go. Yeah. Now, normally she's able to more or less take a small poke as long as it's all in fun and stuff, she's able to. But today, I don't know, today she just seems extremely emotional, more on the sensitive side today. So maybe she really couldn't take any poking today. No, Dylan, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think maybe she just really felt down because where she had said that she sucks at everything, and then like mom just simply putting it that no one should put themselves down, and that's true. Nobody should put themselves down. There had been so many times that Mitchell would put himself down, and I would tell him that he's not dumb and stuff. So, mom was just saying the truth. And so if her feelings was hurt, it would have been about that. Or maybe she's just, I don't know. I hope that her feelings was hurt. I really do. I hope that she's not that emotional today. But I think she's intelligent myself. I think every one of yous are. Every one of yous. And some questions, I mean, like on her chat, I was getting the answers correct, and then I do trivia on Dylan's chat, and I didn't get a 1. And that's how it happens. Some questions you know, some questions you don't. No, it doesn't. I I've got anxiety on some things, and it doesn't take much. It really doesn't. You become sensitive to the things that you're anxious about. I do hope that she's not hurt. I do hope. But like I said, she is emotional today. She sent me a message this morning on Messenger, and I had thought about sharing it with you all, but I'm going to keep the information to myself. I'm going to keep the message to myself. If she wants any of the rest of yous to know, she'll let you know somehow. Now I'll keep the message to myself. Because she didn't give me permission to tell yous anything anyway, so. I do know, though, our laughing Terry isn't so laughing today. She's not so laughing today. And I've been praying for her the most of the day. She, on my heart today. It's certainly not good when you have to deal with issues. It's not easy. I do ask for all of you be lifting her up in prayer, though. Anxiety, being afraid of a lot of things in your life and having panic attacks, that's not good. It's not healthy. I mean, it can cause a lot of physical stress on the body. all of yous just be lifting Terry up. And be in agreement that the Holy Spirit clears her mind so that she's got peace instead of constantly battling these fears. I love that woman so much. I mean, I've only known her for a couple weeks, and I love her so much. She's a very special person. So, she's got a very good heart. My heart breaks for people that deals with things like that. I had been in so many situations in my life where I had lived like that. So, what did everybody have for dinner? Have you ate yet? And what did you have for dinner? Oh, I'm crying for Terry in circles, Anthony. She's dealing with some issues right now, and it's hard to see her go through it. Oh, she's just dealing with some issues. That's all bad. Just dealing with some issues. And you're right, Grandpa. Oh, Spanish rice and pork chops. Yum, yum. Hmm. Sounds like it's a little refreshing anyway. The apple slices in the peanut butter. But the one thing that Terry has said, Grandpa, is that whenever she's doing YouTube, she enjoys it and it helps her. But if people goes trolling on her, that couldn't make it easy. But I know that she does enjoy being in chats with friends. That I know that right there helps her a whole lot. Sounds good. Fried potatoes with bacon. Mmm. Of course, you all can keep the rest of the soup beans. Yeah, there's therapy in YouTube, and then there can be stress in YouTube. For me, the joy I get out of making the videos and having comments and then doing these chats and having my friends come in is very good. She's had some trolls come in on her. I know she done a video and she talked about some trolls left comments for her and stuff, but I don't know if she gets a lot of trolls. Yeah, but did you notice, David, she wasn't as sparkly as normal? I mean, she was sparking, but she wasn't as sparkly. Yeah, that's the best thing anybody can do. Block. So it could be that not necessarily that her feelings was hurt, David, but to begin with, for coming on this chat, she almost dragged herself into it. I hope that we made her feel better than how she felt before she came in. That's what I'm hoping. Some of them actually gets in your face, though, don't they, Marie? Some trolls actually get into the face. They get too close in the face, though, they might get their nose smacked off. I don't have my phone that's got Messenger on it, or I'd message her to see if she's okay. It's possible that she had to go take care of her son. Thing I don't understand, Marie, is why that they're picking on you. You're just a viewer. So why are they picking on you? You said that you don't have content. So why are they picking on you? Large time gap here. Well, that's for sure. But what have they got to be jealous of? Unless, of course, they want to have a stroke and have to use a cane to get around and have hubby help them and everything. They don't have a reason to be jealous, do they? Sometimes people don't know what the heck they're jealous for. If they was really in somebody else's shoes, would they seriously like it? Yeah, it is. sure is. You got that right, Dylan. And just like the fibs that they was telling on you. Now, why in the world? They honestly don't know nothing. They really don't. Hmm. People silly. They're silly. Okay. Spaghetti, spaghetti, spaghetti. Yum, yum, yum. The spaghetti is good with a lot of good cheese on it. Come here, Catherine. Come here, baby girl. There you go. That's for Mom. She wanted you to get some penting. There you go, baby. Yeah. She enjoyed that. So, you're welcome. What temperatures did everybody have? It actually got a lot cooler today instead of the usual 100 degrees. It was actually like around 90 today. It was so comfortable to go walking in. Oh, wow. Oh, I'd say it was, Marie. I'm glad that you didn't have to swim, Anthony. But yeah, I know you hate the sun. I know the nights have been getting a little comfortable here again. The heat wave was really bad. No humidity. Well, that sounds good. I bet the humidity makes all the difference for you, too. You know, Mom knows how it is to have breathing problems. She had bronchial asthma for years. Me and my brother would watch her collapse on the ground, gasping for air. And it really made it hard with the allergies and stuff. I'm talking about that, Mom. Is it a lot easier for you to breathe there in North Carolina? Have you had any more problems with your lungs? where there's not very many people in the chat. It's hard to fill in the time. Does sound like it, doesn't it? She wants me to give her her bowl, but if I give it to her right now, she won't have anything for later. So she's got to wait. She's losing weight. She doesn't like the diet plan, but it's working. So can you breathe better in North Carolina, Mom? Have you had any more trouble with your lungs? Oh, yeah, that always did kind of bother you. I would think, though, with the filter on the air conditioner, that would help, but all right, Marie, good night. Thank you so much for stopping in. We haven't had much of a crowd today. I'm going to be shutting this off anyway. But yeah, it's possible that it's where it's been hitting you on the chest. It is a shame that more people didn't show up for that trivia. I really thought that it would. Yeah. Anthony, I'm not the person to ask that. You got to make up your own mind. But yeah, for me, I can't handle the direct cold on me. Same to you, Marie. It chills me to the bone if I get direct cold air on me. And then I can't warm back up. A gentle breeze, a cool, gentle breeze is fine. But directly on me, no, I can't handle that. One hour and 40 minutes. This is a good time to go on ahead and shut this down. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have a better outcome. There's a different subject for tomorrow's trivia, so hopefully tomorrow will be a lot better. So anyway, I'm going to go on ahead and say goodnight to every one of yous, and I love yous so very much. Yous have a great evening. Good night. Yeah, I know, Mom. But you're still healed in the name of Jesus. Same to you, Grandpa.